The Devil Wears Prada. They have just dropped a new song called That Same Place Where the Flowers Never Grow. This kind of sentence-long title reminds me of their old stuff, but like a bit more of a serious and poetic spin. And it makes me excited as to what the boys from Prada have prepared for us this time. I'm reminding you once again, this is the third single for the upcoming project by The Devil Wears Prada. We've had Ritual last year, we've had For You earlier this year, and this is That Same Place Where Flowers Never Grow. Where does it lend itself? What does it mean for all of us? I don't know, but there is only one way to find out. This is the song. Let's jump in and see what it sounds like.
I used to believe that if I got everything I wanted, maybe then I'd finally be happy.
This is an 8-minute long film accompanying the song, so it's quite cool. Very artistic. Properly dramatic start.
But all of that was just a dream. And now, it's over.
All right. Jumpy, energetic. Wow, this visual is insanely beautiful. The colors, cinematic. Drop it. What a strange chorus. But it is electrifying. It is so electrifying to listen to. Nice. Bit of a chiller second verse. I mean, I feel like it's a natural progression of the previous singles, but it's so different from even the last album. Yes, of course. Of course there's a breakdown. Oh, that guitar tone.
Dream, but now it's over. The best of me has found some closure. Running back inside my head. Been a week since I said goodbye to who I used to be. I hate what this did to me. I fall back on what I know.
It's fun. It's really fun.
Where the flowers never grow.
Big bridge. Man, this is such a stylish music video. Another breakdown.
I fall back on what I know. That same place where the flowers never.
Oh Lord. I was gonna say Mike is awfully quiet on this track. And then he gave us a 20-second breakdown at the end. What a interesting trajectory this band is going down. A part of me loves it. Honestly. Is this another song?
All these things I can't control, bringing up what's down below.
I guess it is.
I can't help but wonder why I always go back under. All these things I can't control. It's so cyclical, so cyclical.
Midsummer, the Devil Wears Prada edition. I respect the artistry so much because music videos like this kind of hard to come by these days. There's a lot of visual eye candy here.
I'm gonna ride the wave, let it guide the way.
What is this song? Is it called The Wave?
I used to think that drowning was the only way to breathe. Now I just pretend that I have everything I need. There's a comfort in the quiet. There's a calm without the storm. I've come to terms with getting older. Now that I'm not keeping score. And if I don't wake up tomorrow, there's not a thing I would regret.
It's not very hygienic.
I used to feel hollow till I got this off my chest. I'm gonna ride the wave, let it guide.
It's a nice chill little transition track.
Used to think that drowning
Bit of a chiller acoustic thing. Reminds me of Fire on Color Decay. What a strange thing. Yeah, don't lick frogs from strangers, man. Moral of the story. Hey, what a film. What a video. I don't know what any of it meant. It probably didn't mean much, but the visual of it, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. This was The Devil Wears Prada. That same place where the flowers never grow, and I assume another track from the upcoming album at the end there. Let's talk about it. So obviously, when we talk about The Devil Wears Prada, we have to talk about a band that exists for almost 20 years now, right? They started out in the early 2000s writing the very early on adopters of the MySpace post-hardcore. They were killing it back in the day. They were killing it. They were one of the biggest bands in the space. And, you know, everybody in high school was listening to the Devil Wears Prada, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward, they really tried to do something a bit more different with especially the last 3 albums. And I would say Transit Blues was like a big departure. Same with The Act, and of course Color Decay. But I would be lying to you if I said that I don't miss the Transit Blues, The Act era of this band, because I feel I lump those 2 albums in together because to me they're very comparable in terms of the weirdness and the darkness and the sound of it all. So I miss that. I miss when the band was trying something a bit more different, something a bit more out there. The problem is, when you're trying something a bit more different and out there, you don't attract nearly as much audience, so I'm pretty sure those 2 albums are probably their more overlooked ones, and the ones that people don't remember as much, sadly. To me, they're like one of their best works. But the audience likes something a bit more widespread interest, more widespread appeal, and so it makes sense to me why Color Decay blew up the way that it did, because it was a much safer, in a sense, album, but also still very different for the Devil Wears Prada. And obviously, this new project that we are getting revealed single by single is a progression of that. It is very much still a Color Decay sound, but pushed a bit more forward in the direction of electronics, rock, that kind of thing. Now, I'm noticing a bit of a trend with Ritual, with For You, and especially this song. We have, out of nowhere, breakdowns in otherwise pretty soft rock songs. And it's kind of weird. And I usually criticize that. And I am kind of criticizing that because while I understand, they obviously have Mike, who is one of the best vocalists in the space. So they have to utilize them in some way or another. And I feel like he gets wasted mostly in songs where it's mostly singing, obviously, because he screams. So they have to put in an element of heaviness. First of all, to remind people, hey, we're the Devil Wears Prada. We used to write heavy music. Here is a bit of that. But also to give Mike something to do on the mic, right? I don't know how I feel about these breakdowns. They feel a little bit tacked on to me. They kind of break the pace of the song, especially that second breakdown in this track. Just really came out of nowhere, and it really wasn't long enough to justify its existence. I feel like if it was a bit longer, that made a bit more sense for me. But you know what? I think I like the song overall. It's a bit of a weird one, which I respect, but it's got style to it. It's got vibes to it, and I think the visual accompanies it very, very well. It adds to it in a lot of ways. I'm very interested, of course, to see what Prada is going to be doing next. Like I said, I miss their weird era, but I embrace this slightly less weird, still a little bit weird, but more safe era of the Devil Wears Prada. And if this brings them the success that they've been looking for, I'm all for it. Because if there's any band out there with the amount of influence they've had on the genre that deserves success, it is the Devil Wears Prada. So I'm happy if the boys are writing music that they want to write and they get a bit of recognition for it. So this was That Same Place Where the Flowers Never Grow. I liked the song. I think maybe For You I liked a bit more, but I really enjoyed this film. Beautiful visuals, beautiful costumes and sets and everything. Stylish. Very, very stylish. This was the Devil Wears Prada with the 2 new tracks for the upcoming unannounced album. I guess we're going to have to wait for that a little longer. But that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and I love you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.